Hey there and welcome. Are you ready to take your English from pretty good to, really great? Today, we are diving into one of the biggest secrets to sounding more natural and confident: English idioms. Seriously, these are the phrases that can make all the difference, both at the office and just hanging out with friends. So, let's get into it.
So, imagine this. A friend tells you, "My math exam was a piece of cake." Your first thought might be, "What? Are they talking about dessert?" It sounds kind of strange, right? Well, welcome to the wonderfully weird world of idioms, where the words you hear don't always mean what you think they mean.
Right? And that's the big question, isn't it? A piece of cake has nothing to do with dessert. It actually means the exam was super easy. Understanding this gap, this difference between the literal words and the real meaning, is exactly what we're going to master today. By the end of this, I promise you'll not only get what these phrases mean, but you'll actually feel ready to use them yourself. We're going to take these confusing little expressions and turn them into your secret weapon for communicating clearly and honestly just sounding more like yourself in English. So how in the world are you supposed to remember all these crazy phrases? Well, one of the best tricks is to learn the story behind them. Knowing where an idiom comes from is kind of like having a secret key that unlocks its meaning for good. Let's start with a total classic.
Okay, so if a coworker texts you, "Hey, I'm feeling a bit under the weather today," they are not talking about carrying an umbrella. Nope, they're just telling you that they feel sick. It's a really common, kind of polite way to say you're not feeling 100%.
So where does this one come from? Well, you've got to picture this. Old sailing ships, way back in the day, caught in a big storm. When sailors got seasick, where would they go? They'd go below deck to get away from the wind and the rain. So they were literally under the bad weather. See? Once you have that picture in your head, you'll never forget it. Here's another one you're going to hear all the time: the last straw. This is all about that one final thing. After a whole bunch of other little things have already gone wrong, and it's that one thing that just makes you say, "Okay, that's it, I'm done."
The full saying is actually the straw that broke the camel's back. Just imagine you're loading up a camel. One piece of straw is nothing, right? It's totally weightless. But if you keep piling it on and on and on, eventually one last tiny straw is going to be too much. And that one little piece is the last straw.
All right, let's bring this into the real world, into your job. Because knowing idioms is fun, but using them the right way at work, that's a superpower. Especially if you're in a job like customer service, where communicating well is everything. These next few phrases are going to make you sound so capable and empathetic. Okay, check out these 3 gems. First, to get the ball rolling. It just means to start something. It sounds so much more positive and energetic than just saying, "Let's begin." Then, being on the same page. This one is so important. It just means we all have the same understanding. It's perfect for avoiding confusion. And finally, if you tell a customer you will bend over backwards for them, wow, you're promising to try really, really hard to help them. It shows you're absolutely committed to finding a solution.
All right, theory is great, but practice is where it really sticks. So it is time for a little challenge. I'm going to throw a couple of real-world work situations at you, and your job is to pick the perfect idiom for the moment. You ready for this? Okay, situation number 1. Picture this. You're in a meeting, your boss looks at you and says, "Okay, let's start the process for this new client's policy." Basically, they're giving you the green light to get started.
So, what do you say? How do you answer in a way that sounds professional, totally positive, and like you're ready to get to work? Think back to the phrases we just went over.
Okay, you've got 2 choices: get the ball rolling or cut corners. Now you got to be careful here. To cut corners is a very negative idiom. It means to do a job badly or cheaply just to save time. Definitely not something you want to suggest to your boss.
Yes, that's the one. Great, let's get the ball rolling. It is the perfect response. It shows you're enthusiastic, you're proactive, and you're ready to start. That is exactly what your manager wants to hear. Awesome job.
Okay, ready for round 2? This one's a little trickier. You're on the phone with a customer, and man, they are having the worst day. Their car broke down, then they lost their wallet, and the tow truck is late. It's just one thing after another. They are completely overwhelmed.
So your job right now isn't just to fix the problem. First, you need to show some empathy. You've got to let them know you understand how unlucky they've been. So what do you say to show them you actually get it?
Let's look at our options. "You're in good hands" is a great phrase for reassuring someone, but maybe it's a little too soon for that. First, you need to show you hear their frustration. The other choice is, "It never rains but it pours," which is what we say when a whole bunch of bad things all happen at the same time.
And you got it. That's the perfect response. Saying, "I understand. Sometimes it never rains but it pours," instantly makes a connection. You're telling the customer, "I hear you, what you're feeling is totally valid, and I get why you're so upset." It's such a powerful way to calm things down before you even start looking for a solution.
Okay, you did an amazing job with that, seriously. But the real learning doesn't happen here, watching this. It happens out there, in the real world. So now it is time for your mission, if you choose to accept it. So here it is, the two-part mission. It's simple. First up is the listening mission. For the next week, just pay attention. When you're watching a movie or talking to coworkers, just listen for idioms. Try to catch 2 new ones. Then, part 2, the speaking mission. Be a little brave. Pick just one idiom we talked about today and find a natural way to use it in a real conversation. That's how you really make these your own.
And that's a wrap. You've got the tools, you've got the knowledge, and now you have a mission. So my final question for you is this. What's the first idiom you are going to try to use this week? Go on, decide right now. Making that choice makes it real. Good luck out there and happy practicing.